See, this cook with the COVID, what is going to happen? The scenario of hotel industry. I'm talking about the standalone restaurant as well as 3-star to 5-star hotels. What is going to happen? And also, how the guests are going to come in. That's a very, very tricky point now. As such, the domestic tourism and the international tourism is going to be less, maybe in about 2 years to come, because people are now scared to go to the hotel and have food. Number one, the inflow of tourists is going to be less. So there are no one ready to travel from abroad to India or Tamil Nadu in this juncture. It will take another 2 years. So such a case, the hotel industry is going to face a lot of problem for the guests to occupy the rooms. And there are going to be walk-in guests out there. So this juncture, I really request all the chefs, corporate chefs, food directors, F&B managers, CEOs, to teach the cooks how to handle the guests. By way of, I said, mask is compulsory, then gloves is compulsory, sanitization is compulsory, temperature test is compulsory, entrance, and right from the valet to the inside the hotel, front office to what they call the restaurant to kitchen, everybody should know how to handle the guests, first of all. So this is you're going to train the employees, not only the employees, and also the guests who are going to come, how they should be. Then only the spread will be less. Okay, number one. Number two, the chef has to teach now, I'm talking about the executive chef or sous chef, whoever it is, has to teach the cooks how to prepare the nutritive value meal. Now the lengthy menu is not going to work out. Only the short menu is going to work out. The short menu with more of nutritive value that is going to work out. And wherever possible, like we have a soup, wherever possible, better to introduce the herbal value into the soup. Like for example, we say in Tamil, Adimaduram, Chitrathai, then Sukku, Melagu, as well as Siragam, all this will be there. Cumin, pepper, then Adimaduram, Chitrathai, I'm not able to tell in English. Actually, I know this because it's totally from the countryable food. Those things to be added to increase the immune capacity of the human being. All the soups should go off. The hotel should introduce the health-based soup. I said the herbal soup. Similarly, the nutritive value menu also should be based on a little bit of herbal plus taste. They have to show both of them. They have to find out how you are going to cook with the taste as well as the added value to the herbal food. And thus, that particular the menu has to be trained by all the chefs. They should know. Another one, when you say the menu already know now, okay, I told all the chefs this what menu is going to be, the simple menu. It is not going to be the menu card anymore. It is going to be a digital menu card because people are scared to touch the menu card now. It's going to be a digital menu card. Okay, I've read about the menu card, and then I have a digital menu card. I explained to the chef what all the menus to be prepared. But now I am entering the kitchen. Almost more than about 3 months, the kitchen is not working now. Maybe some hotels are working for the preparing a food for various people. As they call the token of love, they're doing it. But majority of hotels are not functioning in the kitchen. Already most about 70 days over. Suppose by chance, they say, the government says that June month, first week of June month or 10th of June, we can open the restaurant as well as the hotel. Now itself, the hoteliers should start disinfecting the kitchen first. Another one, there is a food in the kitchen. Everybody has got a food in the kitchen. In future, the hood is not going to work out. The nicely ventilated kitchen will work out because the hood actually sucks out whatever the extra air, whatever it sucks out. The ventilation is going to help out to avoid this sort of virus to the employees who are working in the kitchen. Number three, all the equipment handling is very, very important. I'm talking about right from the baking oven, dough kneading machine, all the steam boilers, oven, cooking oven, as well as ranges. All this has to be highly sterilized and kept it ready. The reason, I don't know whether it's true or not, all the people say that, a lot of people come over and say, the virus actually stuck out in the metal for 3 days, 4 days, we don't know that. Those things are saying. But safer side, all these equipments, handling of equipments has to be properly taken care now itself. At the end of the day, when you're opening on the June 10th, it has to be pakka for what you call the utilization of the equipments, number one. Then one more problem is going to happen now. Already a lot of chefs have left the hotel. They've gone to their native place. The hotel is going to appoint new chef. Maybe okay, the people already working there, or they're going to appoint. When they're going to appoint, definitely they should know how to handle these other equipments. I have very strong feeling the modern equipments may not be useful that much because the people are going to come to the industry. I mean, the new chefs may not be able to handle it. I'm talking about all modernized automatic equipments. Really, I think the Metal India also produces a lot of equipment actually. So those things have to be learned, either trained properly to the chefs. And since it is going to be the herbal food is going to take a vital role, the modern equipments may not take place that much. That's what I felt it. Because the equipment handling is very, very difficult. That too, the person who are going to handle new, I think is going to be a problem, number one. Number two, I'm talking about the very important point. I mean, I'm just thinking of the very important point here. The pot washing. The pot washing actually, is happening in the kitchen or a little bit away from the kitchen. The pot washing also has to be sterilized. The area has to be sterilized at least once in 30 minutes. All the pots which are washing has to be sterilized properly. Otherwise, definitely is going to be contaminated because we are just kept it, we just dry it in the sun outside and then they're going to take it out. All this is going to happen, but still it has to be properly sterilized when you just take the vessels back and going to keep on the fire. Definitely sterilize and don't. And all the cutleries and crockeries has to be sterilized properly before serving to the guests. And the waiters has to give a knowledge about serving the food because I really feel, I don't know, but I'm not sure about this, but I really feel the buffet system and the banquet, what you call the self-service system, it may not be working out for about, I guess, about 2 years because the social distance has to maintain. Imagine 6 feet, one person has to stand. I laid the buffet nearly about 25 dishes. By the time when I reach, the third person reaches, almost the food is going to be get cold. One more thing, all the salad is not going to be displayed on the food because it has to be compulsory. The hot food only should be served. But whereas if you're going to serve directly to the guest to the guest plate, definitely there are some meaning in it than the buffet system or self-service system. Self-service, suppose I'm having about in a room where it can occupy about 200 people. Now I'm just engaging only about 75 people. But still the 75 people maintaining a social distance, taking the food, it is going to be a nightmare. Because a lot of variety is going to be there. Definitely while taking a plate itself, we lose patience actually. Once you see the food, it is tempting. So I cannot wait even. So suppose I'm having a very lovely mutton biryani with a raita as well as I have a chicken 65. I definitely fall for the food. I cannot wait for the next person to stand next to me. That is the scenario of that time. So I feel the buffet and the self-service system may not be able to be there for another 2 years. The table service will be always better. When you say service, I already told you the waiters also should know how to serve to the guests, how to be very cautious handling the guests, not supposed to touch them, not supposed to touch properly the particular plate they send them, they're wearing a mask, wearing a gloves, are going to touch, we are going to serve it. And there are possibilities of actually leaving the plate also because it's quite slimy, that gloves. So all this actually one has to take a proper rehearsal, then only you can do the service in the restaurant. And then again, coming back to the point of receiving a material, storing a material, and again, sterilizing the material. Normally, this juncture, when your storekeeper receives it, now itself, I'm talking about now, the store has to be again disinfected. Pest control has to be done now only, at least from now on. This is the month of May, June, July. July 10th, I said, maybe the hotel can open. These 3 months, at least about 6 to 7 times, they have to do the disinfection as well as pest control. Whenever they receive a provision, directly they cannot take it to the stores. It has to be kept outside, maybe for a day. Then only it has to be sorted out to the racks. Again, the racks have to be cleaned properly, kept in neat and clean, and then they can store it to the racks. Directly, the storekeeper or store supervisor cannot touch with the bare hand. The storekeeper or store whoever they handles the material has to wear a gloves and mask and then touch the material and keep it back. Regarding the vegetable is concerned, definitely the vegetables has to wash with the turmeric powder in the warm water. All the vegetable has to wash and store it. The best part, every hotel has got cold room as well as deep freezers. It's a high time to concentrate now, keeping before the materials. Again, it has to be defrost the cold room. Very important thing. Defrost the cold room at least for about 3 times before June 10th. They totally, completely take it out, all the ice cubes, ice block, everything, and then wash with the hot water, sterilize that, and then don't leave it open for some time. Then don't close it for some time, leave it open for some time, and then before you go close it. Then the hot flavor will not be there, the smell I'm talking about. And then if you do that 3 times, then before actually receiving the materials, that time if you want the freezer or a cold room, we can keep the materials. Here also again, you cannot keep the perishable commodities in the cold room. I'm talking about the meat and meat products, milk and milk products cannot be kept in the cold room more than about 3 days. Previously, no, I know because I used to handle the storeroom and as well as the what they call the freezers. We used to keep it more than about 15 days. Now that scenario is gone. Maximum of 3 days only. And then that too is the freezer is working in the -4 conditions. That case you can keep it for only for 3 days because every day getting the materials may not be possible. So in case you get it every day, nothing like that actually. So you have to concentrate on the stores, how to wash the vegetables, how to stack the vegetables, how you're going to maintain the freezers as well as the cold room, and handling of equipment. I said steam boilers, bakery oven, as well as the dough kneading machine, working tables, ranges, all the small ovens, what other ovens we have, and also the equipments, handling of equipments, cooking vessels. I'm talking about that one, as well as the service plates, cutleries and crockeries, where you're going to stick the dummy waiter in the restaurant. I'm going a little bit of detail with this. Dummy waiter is supposed to be the table where we stack the plates, cutleries, and crockeries with the drawer. Now you instruct the people to totally ransack that drawer on the table. It should be cleared everything. All the linen has to be taken out. Again, it has to be wiped, disinfected nicely, and then they replace it, including I'm talking about the jug and then the bottle water, whatever it is. It has to be cleaned properly, kept neat, and then keep it there. Before anybody enters the restaurant, there must be a sanitizer stand. Maybe they should wash their hands with the sanitizer. Then only they can enter. Either one of them have to wear a mask and do the service. And I said the customers also will ask what sort of food we could go with. We can take it during this period. At least I said it's going to be there for about 2 years. So you should be able to suggest what the food has got a more of herbal content, more of immunity for the human being. Then only they will also be happy to take a food from you. Regular basis food is not going to work out nowadays. It's not definitely in future is not going to be there. See, a lot. I'm talking about this early happening in the 3-star hotels. What I said. Similarly, there are a standalone restaurant. There, for them also, it's going to be very difficult for the business sake is concerned because they've been doing it all the specialty restaurant, all things, so many things they were doing it. And for them also, it is a challenge, a very big challenge for them to get into the business, get the business back. It may take time, provided the proper facilities, proper knowledge, the staff as well as others, then only it slowly can improve. I feel the specialty South Indian vegetarian restaurants, for example, the group of Sangeeta group of restaurant, Sarana group of restaurant, Vasanabhavan group of restaurants, and etc. Other groups of restaurants might do well. Only thing is they should be able to maintain the social distance. Suppose I'm I'm in the restaurant. I can have I'm having already about 200 covers. Now I cannot let in all the 200 people inside. I suppose let in maximum of 75 people only. So that 75 people only we maintaining social distance can serve the food. And what is going to happen now? The staff retention is going to be very bad now because I have a staff of 300 people in a restaurant, in the hotel. Now I don't have any business and I'm not able to continue. I said maybe someone already would have gone because they would have left the job. But still, 350 people, I cannot maintain the show. I have to reduce at least one third of the people I would wanted, two-thirds of people I want to go away. So for that, actually, that sort of the scenario, maybe one third is equal to about maybe 100 say about 75 to 80 people, for example, my consumption. That 80 people only are going to work. According to that, whom they know very well about the menu, where we can learn, where we can express, where they also know about it, only they should be appointed. Because now it is very difficult to give them a salary. Whatever the overheads cannot be done. Because once the hotel opens, they have to pay for the maintenance. All the maintenance, I'm talking about electrical equipment, the salary for the waiters, salary for the everybody, the salary part has to be paid immediately, cannot be. Already they are in the soup now. So definitely there's going to be a layoff for the staffs. When the business increases only, they're going to take care. So what happens to these people when they lose a job? When they lose these jobs, actually the people, they can approach. There are now, I actually, they were talking about the midday meal scheme. There are a lot of vacancies going to be raised there because already the old people, they were there as ayahs, they were cooking the food, they might go. They are already left by staff. There may be some opportunities for the cooks. They can maybe approach them, the government, regarding the midday meal scheme where they are able to cook the food in a mass quantity, number one. Similarly, that Amma Unagam they can do. Other than that, it is very difficult. Other than leave this too, other than that, it is very difficult for the cooks to get a job. But because it's an odd period, everybody wanted to retrench the staff. I'm talking about all the right from the restaurant to the star hotels because they don't have a salary to pay, the money to pay. So that much of a slack period. So definitely, it is going to take time to increase the business, not only in the restaurant, but also it's going to be in the rooms. Actually, now you cannot give every day the rooms let out to the guests. It has to be maybe with, suppose I have about 150 rooms. I'm occupying only 50 rooms. That 50 rooms, again, you have to disinfect. You have to do all sort of things. I cannot let out those 50 rooms. So only the third day only I can let out. That way only we can, because this is a disease which is a very nasty disease, which is spreading just like that. So the people who are coming there also, we have to take care of them properly. We have to guide them properly. They should not get a disease, go back. So we have to clean properly. We have to maintain the utmost cleanliness. The housekeeping has to do in all the hotels, the rooms of them. And also the public area must be maintained very well. The spick and span has to be maintained. Each and every nook and corner of the hotel has to be cleaned properly because otherwise the employees will get affected badly. I told you, wherever you're not, see, this is a time, right time to see that you're going to inspect each and every nook and corner of the hotel. You appoint maybe a contractor who can able to disinfect, who can clean everything, including nook and corner of the place wherever it is possible. You can clean that. Then only at least your own employees will be safe. Otherwise, they get into trouble. It's going to, because of one person, nearly but almost everybody is going to be again going to trouble. So take care of a lot of precautions, maintaining the staff, maintaining the guests, maintaining the hotel. This is what actually I just want to say.
Good, Chef. Thank you so much, Chef, for a wonderful, enlightening talk on this cooking with COVID. May I request Mr. Shankar to give his remarks about cooking with COVID with Chef Damu.
Thank you, Chef. A wonderful presentation, and you have really added a lot of points, which is required to be taken care, and lovely said, like cooking with Komali, and the cooking with COVID, you have put it very, very nicely, and it's that shows the experience you have, Chef, and the master you are in. And on behalf of the Prego team and all the organizers, I'd like to thank you on place. And my one question is, Chef, because you have been kind of a superstar, I would say, in cooking and teaching for the food. It's not only for the chef community, but the household also. So you have a great fan follower world over about the intricacies about cooking and all. Just in a lighter mode, chef, can you give some tips for the household people? What is Arand? Can you give some tips which will really make them happy? Because I could see a lot of housewives also here, chefs all over the world here. It will be a nice movement for them to also to. Can you hear me, all of you?
Actually, I'm not able to. Your voice.
Balaji, can you hear me?
Yeah, your voice is breaking.
Hello.
Yeah, voice is breaking.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, please.
So Balaji, you wants actually to for the housewives to enlighten them, to
Yeah,
motivate them.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this section I want to tell you the housewives. Not only housewives. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the husbands. The house. So what actually I want them to do? Join your wife. Of course, self-defense, sir. Don't join your wife preparing the food in the kitchen.
Correction.
I always feel than doing a one person for breakfast, lunch, evening tea, and snacks and dinner. One housewife is going to be very, very difficult. It gets bored actually. Once his husband or children joins them preparing a food, the amount of work is going to be less. And also the joy will be more. Okay, I prepared today. My daughter says, I prepared this snacks. I prepared bhaji. I prepared bonda in the evening. I'm feeling, because nowadays, once in 4 hours feeling hungry because sitting quietly at home. So we don't have any of the work. Only all the time what I'm doing it, we're trying to look at the kitchen only. Anything is there to eat. So that is the case. Maybe your husband take a challenge. Sorry, nee veetla iru. Nee summa na pandran par. I'm just going to do a kitchen work now. Today, okay, I'm making a biryani for you. I'm making a vegetable biryani for you. The husband has to come forward and prepare the biryani. Only thing is, I request the housewives, children, not to criticize of the food. Not to criticize whatever he prepares. The minute I'm going to ask you, suppose as a husband, I'm asking how's the food. Maybe vegetable can be cooked a little more, salt can be added, or the chili powder maybe a little less. I don't know the comment. I'm willfully coming to the kitchen and preparing the vegetable biryani because my wife is tired.
Chef, sometimes once we cook only, we'll know whether it's vegetable biryani. Chef, we have to name what the
That is also there. But this is fun actually. See, this holidays, I guess this holidays is going to be a very short time another.
Exactly.
Maybe another about 10 days only, 20 days only. So what we should do, at least make use of these holidays.
Exactly.
It is actually all these days we have been working so hard. Only for the food, we have been running up and down. Morning we get up, by 8 o'clock we'll go out and come back only in the night and then we're tired and sleep off. At least the God has given us through Corona, enough holidays are given. At home only, nobody's going out. All of us at home, join together. One more best part, while having a food, now the opportunity, join together. You're sitting with the wife and the children and exchanging your ideas, maybe with the movie, maybe with the song, maybe with the cooking, all the exchanging your ideas. That is the very healthy sign now. Because all these days it's not happened. Only kept in the table, dining table and having a food myself, or maybe daughter comes, she's having a food by herself. That now there's an opportunity. Gathering is very good. There's one more opportunity now. People can talk anywhere, how much of hours they wanted actually. The people are really talkative. They can talk to their relatives and friends. It's a very good opportunity. So the third thing actually, they all put together, maybe in the lounge area or maybe in the sit-out area. They can watch movie together. All this can happen. Why? Only thing is the sharing of work, right from the cutting of vegetable, sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, washing vessels. That's it's a killing job actually. After food we can prepare. After preparation, the washing of vessels is really it's a high time actually. So she alone does everything. One fine morning, she gets frustrated, not even getting up from the bed. I said, "You're not getting up." No, I'm not feeling well. I'm tired. Actually, I'm a headache for me. And I have a cough. Don't do the coughing. Actually, you say I do the job. What I have to do? So okay, then you make a coffee for me. Then only makes it. Instead of that, we volunteer ourselves. See, for me, me is concerned. I'm doing at home, mopping, sweeping, sometimes washing vessels, sometimes cooking also. So that's why my wife is very happy. My husband is cooking now. At least he's not for cooking for the TV, he's cooking for the home also now.
Correct.
So that way, every individual person, I'm talking about the male members, involve themselves in the cooking as well as the cleaning process, whatever it is. Little bit of work, maybe at least about 20% of the work shared from your wife. She's the maximum person happiest in the world. That's what I feel.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chef. Chef, I have only one more question, Chef. You spoke to me that you made some green chili halwa, I think sweet, for the former CM, if I'm right. Could you just explain your experience? That is one. And the two is, how come, Chef, you are always lively and lovely to everybody? What is the energy inside you? It's so nice if all the chefs are like this, because I could feel that they are so stressed up, seeing Chef. That is why I thought it will be nice. Can you just explain me, Chef? Please?
No, Shankar, I always feel life is nothing.
Correct.
Life is nothing about it. As long as we live in this world, make yourself happy, keep smiling at people. So if I'm going to be a sober person, I'm going to, see, for example, I'm going to keep my face like this. You will be able to talk to me. You will not talk to me. At least we'll be happy. Oh, this guy is a happy guy. We can talk about it. I said, my life is nothing. So as long as you live, share your happiness, share your love to people. And then I said, share your work also. That way you can keep yourself happy and lively. See, I'm looking young also, no?
Always.
Yes.
That smile always makes you young.
I always say, still I can marry 4 people. So that young I am, young and energetic. The reason I want to keep myself young and energetic because think always positive. No question of negativity in my mind. Think positive. Do positive things, number one. Regarding that, what you was asking me about the green chili halwa, it was really, I made a green chili halwa with adding a badam essence with the sugar and the ghee and all. When I presented to her, she asked me what it was. I said green chili halwa. She asked me, are you crazy? No, madam, it is a green chili only. No, you are bluffing. It is like badam halwa. No. Then she said, okay, you come home and then you teach me girls. I said, okay. They made the green chili. I taught them, they made the green chili. Again, she didn't believe me. Then she said, the girls said, Amma, Nanama Panada, Amma, Pachimala Alva, Dama, Kara, Aya Soli Bodare. So, like it was really fun actually to give a lot of food for her. It was really fun. But really, she is a great person to recognize me. She has given me interview to actually call me all the way and given me interview and then asked me about the details. She asked me so many times, what do you wanted? I said, your affection, love is enough for me. I don't want anything from you. That even till the end that was there actually. Lucky I could go to that the funeral also because I was really felt like I was at home then crying. Then they said, I wanted to go. My wife said so much of proud. No problem, I'll go. Luckily, the police people helped me out to take it up. And then I was there for some time and came out. It really can't forget those days actually.
Wonderful. I really appreciate, Chef. You have been a great human. And thank you once again, part of the Prego team, Chef.
You have
a lot of people lined up. I'll not take your time, Chef.
Thank you.
There are quite a few questions lined up. May I request Mr. Ganesh from Malaysia to kindly unmute and talk, sir. You can post your question. Mr. Ganesh.
Suppose he's giving a question, you can tell me the question.
Yeah, Chef Lawrence is here. Joseph Lawrence is here.
No, the voice breaking, Balaji.
In the meantime, Mr. Ganesh could get. Yeah, Mr. Lawrence is here. Mr. Lawrence is here with us. He would like to have a word with you, Chef. Chef Lawrence,
Yeah.
Yeah, chef.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Lawrence, tell me.
நமஸ்காரம் ஷெஃப்.
வணக்கம், வந்தனம், சுஷ்வாகத்தம்.
வணக்கம் ஷெஃப்.
Yes,
நான் வந்து ஒரு பேக்கர்.
Okay, good, very good.
40 வருஷமா பேக் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறேன்.
Okay.
ஆனா எனக்கு ஒரு வெங்காயம் கூட எனக்கு கொத்துறதுன்னா பயம்.
Yeah.
ஏன்னா அதை விட என் வைஃப் வந்து நல்ல குக்குங்க.
Okay.
நான் சொல்லிதான் ஆகணும்.
இனிமேல் உங்களுக்கு நல்ல சாப்பாடு கிடைக்கும், டோன்ட் வரி.
ஏன்னா இப்ப நான் மத்தியானம் லஞ்சுக்கு போகணுமே.
ஓகே, அதான் சொன்னேன், இனிமேல் நல்ல சாப்பாடு உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கும்னு.
இந்த 2 மாசமா நான் நிறைய வீடியோஸ் ரெடி பண்ணேன். சோலோவாவே நிறைய பேக்கரி வீடியோஸ் ரெடி பண்ணேன்.
ஓகே.
நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆகட்டும்.
ஓகே.
அப்படியே யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிற சமயத்துல நம்ம ஏன் குக்கரி சைட்லயும் நம்ம ஏதாவது செய்யக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சேன்.
சரி.
எப்படி எனக்கு இந்த தாட்ஸ் வந்ததுன்னா, நம்ம பசங்க எல்லாம் ஃபாரின்ல இருக்காங்க.
சரி.
சாதாரண ஒரு ரசத்துக்காக ஏங்குறாங்க.
ஆமா, கண்டிப்பா. ஆமா ஆமா.
அப்போ நாம வந்து ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு செய்யலாம் அப்படின்ட்டு நான் மிஸ்ஸஸ் கிட்ட சொன்னேன்.
சரி.
சரிங்க செய்யலாம், ஆனா நீங்க வந்து என் ஃபேஸ் எல்லாம் காட்டக்கூடாது அப்படின்னாங்க.
ஓகே.
அந்த கண்டிஷன்ல செய்யுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு
ஓகே
டொமேட்டோ லெமன் ரசம் அப்படின்னு ஒன்று பண்ணாங்க சார்.
சூப்பர். ஓகே.
பண்ணி அதை நான் வந்து வீடியோ எடுத்து எடிட் பண்ணி ஜேஎம் பேக்கர்ஸ் அகாடமி ஃபேஸ்புக் இதுல யூடியூப்ல.
ஓகே ஓகே ஓகே.
இப்போ என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா, என்ன விட அவங்க வியூஸ் வந்து ஜாஸ்தி ஆயிடுச்சு. என்ன விட அவங்க பேரை போடாம மங்கையர்கரசின்னு ஒரு புனை பெயர்ல
ஓகே
லெமன் ரசம்னு போட்டேன்.
ஓகே. அது
வந்து அபாரமா வந்துருச்சு.
சூப்பர், வெரி குட்.
அதனால இன்னைக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம ஹவுஸ் ஒய்ஃப்ஸ் கிட்ட நிறைய திறமைகள் இருக்குது. அதெல்லாம் நம்ம வெளிக்கொண்டு வரணும் ஷெஃப்.
கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா.
ஸ்மால் தாட், அதனால உங்க கூட ஷேர் பண்ணலாம்.
வெரி குட், இட்ஸ் a good idea. ஆக்சுவலி இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா, every husband has to encourage or motivate the wives to get the new food. I mean, இது மாதிரி thought process நீங்க வெளியே எடுத்துட்டு வரணும். Until unless the husband give a motivation, is not going to work out. அவங்க வியூஸ் வந்து வெளியே வரவே வராது. அதனால நீங்க தான் வந்து மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இட் பி டூ குட் ஆக்சுவலி. அது மாதிரி நீங்க பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, அப்போ they have more of interest, more of what you call the traditional as well as the present the what you call the fancy food will come out. That you can highlight to the public, maybe in the form of video or maybe in the form of whatever the social media. கண்டிப்பா நீங்க வந்து பண்ணலாம். But the motivation from the husband and the children to the mother to the wife is definitely required to bring that talent actually. And also one more thing, very important thing, நீங்க எப்படி சொன்னீங்களோ, என் வைஃப் நல்லா சமைப்பாங்க அப்படின்னா வீட்டுல போய் சாப்பிட முடியாது அப்படின்னு, try to encourage always that point, because there should not be any demotivation to the housewives. It has to be motivated and then only they can do it. மேபி உப்பு கம்மியா இருந்தாலும் சரி, காரம் சரியா இருந்தாலும் சரி, ஏதாவது மசாலா கம்மியா இருந்தாலும் சரி, அதை வந்து ஹைலைட் பண்ணாம அதை சாப்பிட்ட பிறகு அவங்களே சொல்றாங்க, எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் உப்பு போட்டுக்கலாமா, ஆமா அப்படி சொல்லலாம்னு நினைச்சா, ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு ஸ்னப் யுவர் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணும்போது all the households will come forward and do a lot of innovation and creativity and they spread wide world the food actually.
இன்னொரு கான்செப்ட் நான் என்ன பண்ணேன்னா, ஹலோ
சொல்லுங்க.
நான் பேக்கரா இருக்கிறதுனால நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், ஒரு நாள் நீ கிச்சன்ல வெறும் ஒரு சப்ஜி மட்டும் பண்ணு. நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஹவுஸ் ஒய்ஃப் வந்து சப்பாத்தி போட்டுட்டே இருப்பாங்க, டேபிள்ல 4 பேர் ஆம்பளைங்க உட்கார்ந்து நம்ம தட்டிட்டே இருப்போம், அது பாட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டே இருக்கும்.
கரெக்ட்.
அந்த கஷ்டம் இப்பதான் நமக்கு தெரியுது. அதனால நான் என்ன சொன்னேன்னா, நான் வந்து பண்டி சவுன்னு ஒரு சவுத் ஆப்பிரிக்கன் பிரெட் ஒண்ணு பண்ணி கொண்டு வரேன்.
சரி,
வெறும் சப்ஜி மட்டும் பண்ணு.
குட்.
அது வந்து ரவுண்டா இருக்கும், நடுவுல வந்து ஹோல் இருக்கும். நீங்க உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், தெரியும்.
சரி,
அப்போ நான் அந்த பிரெட்டை கொண்டு வந்து டேபிள்ல வச்சு பிள்ளைங்களோட, இன்னைக்கு வந்து நீ கிச்சன் சைட் போறது இல்லை அப்படின்னு ஒண்ணு அவங்களும் உட்கார வச்சு சாப்பிடுறது வந்து ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சியா இருந்தது.
ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். அதாவது தட் இஸ் தி ஹாப்பினஸ் இந்த டைம்ல நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறது ஆக்சுவலா. அது நீங்க பண்ண விஷயம் வந்து இட்ஸ் a very great thing actually, very good. அதாவது keep doing bakery work as well as encourage your wife to do a lot of videos in your YouTube and see that actually a lot of people are going to be benefited in it. And also நீங்க கூட
Yeah.
என்னோட சேனல் போய் பாருங்க, யூடியூப் சேனல்ல போய் பாருங்க, ஷெஃப் தாமன் போய் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய இந்த மாதிரி மோட்டிவேட்டட் ஆல் தி ஹவுஸ் வைஃப் சிம்பிள் குக்கிங், வீட்ல இருக்கிற பொருளை வச்சு நிறைய பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அது யூ கேன் ட்ரை தட் ஆல்சோ.
நம்ம ஃபியூஷன் பண்ணலாம் ஷெஃப். நான் பிரெட் பண்றேன், நீங்க வந்து எனக்கு ஃபில்லிங்ஸ் ஏதாவது பண்ணீங்கன்னா we can combine to
சூப்பர்
a
சூப்பர்.
beautiful we can do a lot of things.
கண்டிப்பா
YouTubeல
பண்ணலாம்,
பண்ணலாம்.
கண்டிப்பா லாரன்ஸ் நல்லா பண்ணாங்க.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
So much, Joseph, sir. And Mr. Joseph is a chef. Joseph is a very close friend of ours, chef, for a long
Oh, that's
time.
lovely. Okay.
So super. Thank you. And we have another very, very important guest with us. May I request Kanika to kindly come forward. She wants to say something.
Yeah.
My name is Kanika. Yeah,
Ah,
வெளியில வாங்குற ஃபுட் வந்து வீட்ல செய்யற ஃபுட்டோட டேஸ்டியா இருக்கு.
எதுக்கு என்னடா கண்ணா?
ஏன் வெளியில வாங்குற ஃபுட் வந்து வீட்ல செய்யற ஃபுட்டோட டேஸ்டியா இருக்கு.
யார் பக்கத்துல யாரும் இருக்காங்களா? ஏன் தெரியுமா? யாருக்கும் சொல்லிடாத. அப்போ வீட்டுல வந்து உங்க அம்மா சரியா செய்யலன்னு அர்த்தம். இல்ல அதாவது நம்ம மைண்ட் செட் எப்படின்னா, ஹோட்டலுக்கு போனா அந்த சாப்பாடு நல்லா இருக்கு, ஒரு கலரா பாக்குறோம், ஒரு சிக்கன் 65 கலரா பாக்குறோம், ஒரு தந்தூரி சிக்கன் கலரா பாக்குறோம், அதே மாதிரி சைனீஸ் ஃபுட் கலர்ஃபுல்லா பாக்குறோம். அப்போ அது கலர்ஃபுல்லா பார்க்கும்போது மைண்ட் என்ன ஆகுது, இது நல்லா இருக்கு, இதுல வந்து இந்த மாதிரி கலர் சேர்த்துருக்காங்க, இந்த மாதிரி சாஸ் எல்லாம் சேர்த்துருக்காங்கன்னு தோணுது. அம்மா செய்யும் போது என்ன ஆயிடுது, அந்த கலர்லாம் இல்லை, கலர் டல் ஆயிடுதா, அப்போ அந்த ஃபுட்டு பிடிக்க மாட்டேங்குது. இப்போ ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஒரு இட்லி சாம்பார் சாப்பிட்றோம் ஹோட்டல்ல, அந்த சாம்பார் ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருக்கு, அதே சாம்பார் அம்மா செய்யறாங்க, அம்மா செய்யும்போது சாம்பார் பிடிக்க மாட்டேங்குது. ஏன் அப்படின்னா அது ஹோட்டல்ல சாப்பிடுறீங்க, இது வீட்டுல டெய்லி அம்மா கையில சாப்பிடுறீங்க. இனிமேல கண்ணு நீ என்ன பண்ற, வீட்லயே நீ அம்மா கையிலேயே சாப்பிடணும். ஹோட்டலுக்கு போறத கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா, அதாவது ஒரு மாசத்துக்கு ஒரு வாட்டி போனா போதும். அப்போ என்ன ஆகும், ஹோட்டல் சாப்பாடு பிடிக்கும். வாரத்துல 2 நாள் ஹோட்டல் போனீங்கன்னா ஹோட்டல் சாப்பாடு தான் பிடிக்கும், வீட்டு சாப்பாடு பிடிக்காது.
Good, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Chef, we have another thing from one Mr. Karthik Kumar. He's
Yeah.
put up in his chat box. I'll just read it out quickly.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him as great chef, but he's down to earth celebrity. We remember him as co-passenger in train during 2010. He was
God.
traveling next to me, chatting for hours while
Oh.
traveling to Chennai from Coimbatore. He was
Okay.
found by my son Neeraj, who was 1 year old then. And you kept him on your lap for hours together. Unforgettable memories. Keep this energy going, chef, and the enthusiasm always.
Thank you guys.
Do that.
Thank you so much.
And same Karthik Kumar has also posted one more question, chef. Valet
Yeah,
parking
yeah.
is key for many restaurants to attract the people.
Hmm.
Besides tasty food and good food, how the restaurants are going to address this post-lockdown?
See, the valet parking again, this is a major question actually. The valet people who are just going to park to the valet guys, how far they know about the COVID? They also must be trained properly. By default, they must wear gloves. They must also wear mask. While taking a key from me or from us, they're not supposed to touch and take the key. We have to be very careful. The distance has to be maintained. Maybe we get on from the car, let him stand by only 1 meter away, we give the key. Where is he parking? Again, he coming back, that the door, whatever he opens, the handle has to be disinfected. This has to be done. No other option, because we are going to handle it with a bare hand. So before opening the door, that they have to they must keep maybe in that the pocket, the disinfection, what they call the can. So they should disinfect the handle, open it, and because we are going to handle similarly, whatever the steering which you are using in a hand, back hand, that has to be sanitized properly. So this has to be done for all the valet people who are going to, who are going to give to the valet. Otherwise, by best part is you can park your own vehicle by yourself, not depending on anybody. Maybe little away, we never mind. Maybe little away we can park the vehicle, we walk and come back. Then depending on the valet and thinking all this in mind, whether that fellow has got a corona or not, we don't know. Whether he's wearing a glove, whether he's having disinfectant, we are opening it. Without the knowledge, we open that. That may cause infection. So to avoid all this, we ourselves go park it, and happily we can come back to the restaurant, have a good food and go.
Super. Thank you, chef. There's one more question from Mr. Shankar Narayan. I don't know whether he could unmute and talk. Shankar, You want to talk to them, Shankar Narayanan? Yeah, as he unmutes, with all the hotels, will all the hotels allow customers to bring in their own culinary like plates, spoons? Will that also happen? Is this question?
Sometimes actually this also going to do this when it's going to happen, because I say so for me, like a guy like me, I may not be sure that the hotelier is going to sterilize the plates or not. If I going to carry my plate, I don't think the standalone restaurant or the specialty restaurant should object it actually, because it is more for my safety as I'm just taking this. I guess I don't think any problem will be there until unless they're going to say, if they're going to sterilize the plate in front of you, they're going to sterilize the cutlery crockery in front of you, they're going to sterilize the glasses in front of you. I don't think there will be a very big thing is there. They might allow that also. Maybe let us say just not immediately.
Okay. Chef, we have Mr. Ganesh who wants to talk from Malaysia. Mr. Ganesh,
Yeah.
you can speak, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Sir, வணக்கம் சொல்லுங்க sir.
Okay, வணக்கம் சார். சார், இந்த மாதிரி இப்ப பாத்திருப்பீங்க, கோவிட் பயங்கரமா இதாகிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல நீங்க எந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஜூஸ வந்து ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க? ஜூஸ் வந்து ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லா இருக்குமா இந்த டைம்ல? ஸோ எந்த விதமான ஜூஸ் நல்லது?
வெரி குட் சார். ஆக்சுவலா
மிஸ்டர் கணேஷ், உங்க ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் பேரு சொல்லலாம். மலேசியா எந்த ஊர்ல இருந்து பேசுறீங்கன்னு சொல்லலாம்.
KSG.
Okay. Hi. How are you? How are you guys? Good. Okay. ஆக்சுவலா பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, கண்டிப்பா இந்த டைம்ல உங்க ஷாப்ல ஆரஞ்சு ஜூஸ் கொடுக்கணும். ஆரஞ்சு ஜூஸ் got a lot of vitamin C content. Then நீங்க மெனு கொடுக்கறதா இருந்தா முருங்கைக்கீரை சூப்பு இல்ல முருங்கைக்காயில நீங்க எதை வேணாலும் பண்ணி கொடுக்கலாம்.
ஓகே.
அண்ட் ஆல்சோ தி ஃப்ரூட்ஸ் சொல்லும்போது பப்பாளி பழம் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கணும், ஆரஞ்சு ஜூஸ் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கணும், மாதுளம்பழம் இருக்கலாம், கொய்யா பழம் இருக்கலாம், அண்ட் பிளஸ் பிரெட் அண்ட் எக் இஸ் கம்பல்சரி. இது ஏன் இந்த ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் நம்ம இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா, the orange juice has got to give a immune capacity to the human being, and also it has got more of vitamin C content.
Okay.
அதே மாதிரி முருங்கைக்கீரையில it has got a lot of iron content, zinc content is there. அதனால முருங்கைக்கீரை நீங்க ஏதாவது பண்ணி கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா it is very safe to the health. அதே மாதிரி முருங்கைக்காயும் சொன்னேன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் மாத்தி வைக்கும் போது, அதே மாதிரி இன்ஸ்டெட் ஆஃப் ஜூஸ் இந்த மாதிரி கொடுக்கறது பதிலா மேபி யூ கேன் கிவ் இந்த நிலவேம்பு தண்ணி கொடுக்கலாம். ஓகே. கபசுர தண்ணி குடிக்கலாம்.
மலேசியால வந்து நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது நிலவேம்புனா என்னன்னு.
அது நீங்க வந்து எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றதுக்கு டைம் இருக்காது. You can say this herbal drink. Is made out of this. இந்த கபசுர நீர்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதிமதுரம், சித்திரத்தை, சுக்கு, மிளகு, வால் மிளகு, அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து அந்த கடுக்காய் இதெல்லாம் போட்டு வந்து ஒரு கபசுர நீர் தராங்க. அது யூ கேன் மேக், மேபி யூ கேன் பை ஃப்ரம் எனிவேர். அண்ட் தென் அது என்ன பண்ணா, நீங்க ஒரு கிளாஸ வந்து 1/4 கிளாஸா மாத்திடணும். அது ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணணும். அந்த 1/4 கிளாஸ் when you give to the customer point of view, it should be only 30 ml only.
Okay.
So இப்போ சாதாரணமா இங்க மெட்ராஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த வெஜிடேரியன் ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ல எனக்கு காஃப் இருக்குன்னு சொன்னேன். ஐ பீன் டு தட் அன்னபூர்ணா ரெஸ்டாரண்ட். எனக்கு காஃப் இருக்குன்னு சொன்னேன். அந்த காஃப் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லும்போது அவங்க அன்னலட்சுமி ரெஸ்டாரண்ட். அந்த காஃப் இருக்கும்போது சொன்னாங்க ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு 1 ஷாட் கிளாஸ்ல they gave me ஒரு கிரீன் கலர்ல கொடுத்தாங்க. நான் சொன்னேன் இது என்னதுங்குது, அதுக்கு சார்ஜ் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ தே கேன் சார்ஜ். இது என்னன்னு கேட்டேன். அவங்க சொன்னாங்க துளசியில இருக்கு, அதிமதுரம் இருக்கு, சித்திரத்தை இருக்கு, தேன் போட்டிருக்கோம். இது வந்து நல்லா, இது வந்து இருமலுக்குன்னு சொல்லி இந்த ட்ரிங்கை கொடுக்குறோம் அப்படின்னாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணும்போது கண்டிப்பா வந்து இட் லவ் சே அந்த கஸ்டமர் வந்து போல்ட்லி தைரியமா வந்து உங்க ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ல நிறைய சாப்பிட்டு போவாங்க.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ganesh. Wish you all the best. Best wishes to all the restaurant owners from Malaysia who are here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Every day they have been continuously and consistently attending our Prego Knowledge.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Being with us. There's a whole lot of delegation attending us from Malaysia, Chef. Every day.
That's lovely. That's
really nice. Chef Sundar is here. Chef Sundar, would you like to ask a question? Yeah, he had raised his hand, sent a question private to me. Chef Sundar, yeah. Yeah, we have Mr. Raghu who has a question. Is it possible to have 3 groups of employees and employ them on once in 3 days? And how do we balance, have salary cuts or according? Is this possible is one question.
See, it is possible, but the only thing is the quality of food may differ. So once in 3 days, I'm there today. I'm going today, Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday. Again, I'm taken off. Only next Monday, I'm coming back. What happened? Maybe my efficiency, my quality of food might go down or could go up. So the consistency may be there or may not be there. Maybe the waiting that is easy. Anyone who want to serve the food that is easy. I'm talking of the kitchen point of view. The consistency may vary. It takes some time for me. Once you've given a layoff for 5 days, my mind doesn't work. Again, I'm waiting for the Monday that when you get freshened up, then I told you the consistency or the taste of food might vary. So my question is this, my suggestion is this. Okay, instead of 3 days, you can keep a guy for about maybe 15 days. The second 15 days you can give off. The other person 15 days, at least 2 days I make a mistake. From 3rd day to for the 12 days, I may not be making a mistake. So that way it'd be useful. If you make it that way, it'd be useful than giving a layoff for once in 3 days.
Thank you, Chef, for the answer. And we have another question, Chef, about food safety in terms of handling, Chef. Now, the question which has come up is, now with the scarce of skilled labor also in the restaurant, because we cannot have because of social distancing. So what is the options? I mean, is the restaurants going to look in terms of blast chilling the food? Because as per food safety, worldwide, Western world completely, it's mandatory to use blast chilling. But whereas now in India, blast chilling is not very much taken off. Do you think this post-lockdown blast chilling, because thereby we can use the skill set to the maximum? What is your take in terms of blast chilling, Chef?
Yeah, definitely, because I already told you one thing regarding this. I was talking about the cold room as well as the deep freezers, blast chilling. See, now I want the fresh food be served every day. And then it has to be the medicinal value and the food has to be nutritive value. When you say a blast chilling, and then maybe the food is the ingredients are kept for some time. Once you blast chill and take it out, when you thaw the meat, it is not thawed properly. There could be a contamination. For Indian, what you call the climatic conditions, I feel, if possible, we give a fresh food every day, because we know now the customers who are going to come inside, we can forecast easily the walk-in guests. The room guests may not be there. For the walk-in guests, suppose I get about 50 covers to 100 covers a day, I might as well buy a fresh food and make it than depending on the blast chilling food. Maybe FSSAI says, but right now, will it suit the conditions actually, the climatic condition, as well as storing capacity? Are we going to use this all within about 3 days time or 5 days time? It's a big question mark. Once I buy a mutton or chicken, I'm blast chilled actually maybe for about 15 days, but reusing is going to be difficult for me because our conditions like that. So now actually I feel, I told you that once in 2 days, you can keep it in the freezer, whatever it is, and then you can use it. That'll be more ideal than the keeping a material for a longer time.
Super, Chef. Thank you. But the point is, Chef, because instead of keeping directly into the refrigerator, it takes a very long time for the core to get chilled. Rather, we could blast chill it and then keep it in the refrigerator, whatever we have to store it.
Yeah, that we can do it. Blast chilling we can do it. But again, thawing, actually, you have to be very careful.
Okay.
Thawing the meat, you have to be very careful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. We have one Miss Vaishali who has a question. Yeah, Vaishali, you can go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Vaishali.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Vaishali from Coimbatore.
Yeah, Vaishali.
I'm currently pursuing my MBA in Bharatiya University.
Excellent.
First of all, I'm a very big fan of you, sir, especially
nice.
Cook with Komali.
Oh, okay.
Great job, sir.
Okay.
Coming to the question, I have 3 questions.
Yeah.
First is, at what age you decided this career, sir? Like, which incident made you discover yourself like this cooking will be the best job for you? At which
Okay.
age you decided and moved on your career?
10 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just to give a small story and then again the second question.
Okay, second question is, sir, what is the difference between, in your point of view, what is the difference between hospitality and hotel management, sir?
Okay. Okay.
Third question is, uh, completing the PhD in hotel management, you was the
Yeah.
first one to complete, sir.
Yeah.
That time, everyone would have discouraged you because that was a rare course. Till now, it is something like rare course.
Yeah.
Which attitude made you hold with that confidence that you are going to do this, whatever the situation? You are going to complete the PhD. You're
Super.
going
Very
to
good.
be the first one.
Yes. Okay. See, the number one. Actually, I said 10 years. I said I started. Want to do the cooking because I was doing with my mom. I really burnt the semia upma. Actually, I got a lot of beating from my mom. After that, when mom's out, actually, I made again the same upma. It came out very well. Again, I got a beating because I kept in the kitchen. But this may remind me, actually, definitely, I want to do something, the food, actually, food part. And then I was doing like this only. I joined BSc chemistry at Presidency College. But my mind says that I want to do a catering. That time only Chennai, in India, there are 4 places, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, and Chennai. So I want to do only this. I told my dad. Dad said, already you joined the BSc chemistry. You finished the 3 years and join. I said, no. So because I was so particular that I want to, because I'm very good in eating those times. My mom makes
Okay.
excellent food. I'm very good in eating. And whenever I feel pity for my mom, because when she gets in the kitchen, after about 2 hours to 3 hours, when she comes out, because those times there's no gas stove, only pump stove, only kerosene stove. I could see that all the black marks and in the curry solvilla, and then I was feeling bad. Actually, why not we help her? Try to help her with cutting vegetables that time itself. But my mom said, you're not going to join catering college. Because the catering college, you get spoiled, or intention my mom had. I told my mom, wherever I join, suppose I'm doing a basic catering at Presidency College, I can get spoiled there also. But I want to make a career only in catering because I like cooking. More than cooking, I like eating, I said. She never allowed me. At last, actually, I didn't go to the Presidency College. Actually, I gave a drop. They gave me a termination order. I was very happy. And then my father said, now I told my mother, he's interested in catering, we'll put him in the catering. Then I joined catering college, and then I was doing my part-time at the presently is called Ambassador Palwa. I was doing a 3 years part-time job. I was learning a lot of things because I like to do a lot of innovation. I made up my mind that my career is going to be only in catering. So what are the invention I can do? I started doing it actually. That's how I'm very strong that I want to do catering. Number 2, the discouragement was there actually. Right from my mother, there was discouragement, but the PhD, they had no idea about it because they were finding a guide was very difficult for me today. So I applied through the University of Madras, and they said guide. Then I said, you just let me know what the guide. Then we approached the national technical directors, the director of the Teachers Training Institute. He said, I can be a guide, then co-guide, there's one more person, same institute, and then the vice chancellor of Open University of Madras, as well as Madras University, all these people were there in my committee. Then I myself have to prepare everything because the subject knowledge is not there. I have to prepare and show them. Luckily, I have about 2 people from the abroad. One was actually, I did my course in Cornell University in USA. There one guide, another person from Australia, there was one more guide, Mr. Mike. So these people also helped me out. And finally, with the synopsis I prepared, as well thesis I prepared, it took almost 500 years, 5.5 years for me to finish my PhD. When the YOOC came, the people came all the way from abroad, as well as from the Vardhya University, as well as from Madras University, all the people. Nearly about more than 3,000 people, they questioned me. We wanted to find out all this because to getting a statistics, so it's really I felt a lot of work on that because nearly I prepared about nearly 1,800 samples. I made it ready through housewives as well as workers. But to put it in a nutshell, make it to the graphing as well as the box. All these are prepared, and finally the question and answer session. Everybody given me a standing ovation that time, and the same day they said they conferred my PhD. And then I was very happy when I did my PhD actually in hotel management. Now I am the guide for about 3 people. This is how my PhD actually went on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Third question, sir.
Yeah.
Difference between hospitality and hotel management.
அதாவது ஹாஸ்பிட்டாலின்னு சொல்லும்போது வைசல் ஐ அம் கமிங் டு ஹவுஸ்.
Okay, sir.
Okay, how do you receive me?
With a great smile, welcome, sir.
Then
What do you like to have?
then
Then sharing some experiences, sir.
super. Say I come into your house.
Okay, sir.
You already gathered the people,
Yes, sir.
your relatives. Today Dhanush is coming. So when
Yes.
the moment I enter, everybody is smiling and wishing me, and then what you call you are saying kaila vanakala solringa ulla varinga, you make me to sit in the, you are sitting out area, you give me the drink, and you are talking, everybody talking, is very happy that you come to a house. That is hospitality.
Yes, sir.
Rather to with a great smile, you are bringing the people to your house, and then you are treating them as your family member, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that is the hospital industry does everywhere. Even though you don't know the people, the hospital industry still what they give it. You smile and receive them as if you know them. You talk to them nicely.
Yes,
We make them comfortable. Management, managing the hotel, managing the industry, how you maintain the staffing, more into technical, how to rectify the difference, how to rectify the business. All this put together in the nutshell to bring up the business is management.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Got
It's a
it?
great
you.
pleasure talking to you. Thank
Me
you,
too.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Chef, and very nice of you, Vaishali. You were very specific and very clear with your questioning thing.
Thank
you
you,
proved
sir.
that you're from a very reputed institute in MBA. Good.
Sure,
All the
sir.
best.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Next, we have Elvendan, who runs the Cloud Kitchen. He has a few questions. Over to Mr. Elvendan.
Sir, வணக்கம் chef.
சொல்லுங்க.
Chef, இப்போ நீங்க you have been very insightful and very specific about this star category hotels and standalone restaurants. இது வரைக்கும் நீங்க சொன்னீங்க. Disinfecting இருக்கட்டும், menu இருக்கட்டும். And you have been very insightful. So இது cloud kitchen, apart from these things, cloud kitchen க்கு ஏதாவது specific you have anything to be for them?
I think the cloud kitchen, managing the same recipe may not work out.
Okay.
You have to change your recipes now. That the method of recipe, the preparation, and definitely the பழைய menu card எடுத்துட்டு புதுசா related to the COVID. That's why the topic is cook with the COVID. Related to the COVID, you can introduce certain menus.
Okay.
Definitely the cloud kitchen that will work out. And also the ingredients of what you are using, the ingredient should be having a medicinal value.
Okay.
Like for example, if you are giving me a soup in the cloud kitchen, and that soup should consist of pepper, ginger, garlic, cumin. So you can mention in the soup, whatever the menu card you're preparing it, is a medicinal value soup which suits you for this particular reason. That way, if you're going to highlight in the menu what are your ingredients in that, and definitely it will go like a hot cake.
Okay. So நீங்க சொல்றது வந்து இப்போ we'll have to not only highlight the dish but the ingredients. Sorry sir, என்னோட வீடியோ வந்து லேப்டாப் வந்து
It's okay. No man.
So
yes,
ingredients வந்து நம்ம ஹைலைட் பண்ண வேண்டியது.
கண்டிப்பா பண்ணீங்க அப்படினா நான் சொல்றேன். இப்போ நான் வந்து ஒரு கஷாயம் கொடுக்கிறேன்.
சரி.
அந்த கஷாயம் வந்து கஷாயம் சொன்னா யாரும் சாப்பிட மாட்டாங்க.
ஓகே.
நான் சொன்ன கோவிட் கஷாயம் சொல்றேன்.
ஓகே.
அப்ப நான் என்ன பண்றேன், அந்த கோவிட் கஷாயம் போது as a customer I'm seeing that what inside. எனக்கு வந்து சித்திரத்தை அதிமதுரம், அதே மாதிரி கண்டத்திப்பிலி, சுக்கு, மிளகு, அந்த அதிமதுரமும் சித்திரத்தை தெரியல. You are giving a small line. சித்திரத்தை is this herb which actually solve the problem. அந்த ingredients போடும்போது சித்திரத்தை இருக்கு போது, அதிமதுரம் இருக்கு, அதே மாதிரி வால்மிளகு இருக்கு, சுக்கு இருக்கு, இதை வந்து நம்ம சாப்பிட்டா நம்ம உடம்புக்கு நல்லதுன்னு நம்ம ஃபீல் பண்ணும்போது I take that.
Okay.
You got my point, what I think?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. That's
got
what
you.
Thank you,
Chef. Thank you, Mr. Yeah, we have Mr. Shankar Narayan who has a question to raise up. Mr. Shankar Narayan, you can unmute and talk.
So my question is, in all the hotels and all the places, first question is, will they allow us to carry our own plates and spoons so that people who are scared of this COVID can use their own spoon, plates, and all the cutleries. This is number one. Number two is with the mask on the face. Nama greet pandrapave, how easy it will be for us to show the smile, or even the customer showing back the smile. So adukku enna pannalam, edavadhu innovative ideas irukka?
கண்ணு சிரிக்க வேண்டியதுதான். எனக்கு கண்ணை பாருங்க, சிரிக்க போறேன் கண்ணில், அந்த மாதிரி சிரிக்க வேண்டியது. ஆக்சுவலி Shankar, definitely by default I supposed to wear a mask. I give a smile, you can definitely make out a smile, you can give back. Any one person only going to wear a mask. As a customer, I'm going to eat, I can wear a mask and eat. I can open. The person who wants to serve me has to give a mask. That has to be very polite, not very coming near to your talk. And the second question you asked me was the plate. Will the plate be allowed inside? That may not be possible immediately, but it will come slowly, because then only if I'm going to increase my business by allowing the guest plate, their cutleries and crockeries, I don't mind allowing that. Even though I'm showing them the cutlery, crockery are nicely sterilized, it is very hot, but still my mind says it is better I feel my own cutlery, crockery. Maybe the hotel management agrees, definitely they allow it.
Okay, thank you, Satya sir. Last question. In our office, we have buffet only in our cafeteria. Since we have started, what are the precautionary measures I can take? Because I know I am touching a karaddi which somebody else touched. So all these all these things will be unavoidable in office scenario. So we sit with the social distancing and all those things. I just wanted to understand what is the precautionary that I can take to ensure that we are hygiene and safe.
See, if you are a person who are organizing this catering or whatever the buffet service, or you can tell the committee members, first thing, all the metal should be avoided. Metal should be taken out. What are the spoons as well, maybe could be a wooden spoon. The metal spoon only, that virus sticks to that minimum to 2 to 3 hours. Similarly, the food containers I'm talking about, the shopping dishes, again a metal, that may be taken out. Maybe mud pots you can bring it up, or which is actually suitable. Maybe the pot, cooking pot, the hot, nicely you have the soup tureens like that. That you can bring it back. And never allow the person to serve. You have to help yourself with this one. And see that whenever you handle the spoon or the cutlery, crockery, before eating, you must wash. You must sterilize your hand. Then try to use the eating part, whatever it is. Again, here one more question. One more thing that I just labored. The spoon and fork, the metal, you are not supposed to use in the restaurant. Maybe disposable, you can use.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. One, Ms. Pritika is here. Ms. Pritika, you can ask this question.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon to you, Ritika.
Sir, actually, my question is on chicken. All the kids, from kids to all people like chicken more. But there is a myth on that chicken is not good for health. And everyone used to say that it is hormone injected chickens are not good. And it may cause, for the girls, it may cause puberty problems and obesity problems. What's your fact on that?
No, see, if that is the case for you, if you think that way, normally I doubt whether they do this actually. If since the doubt has come to you, you avoid eating the broiler chicken, eat the country chicken. The country chicken, they cannot inject actually, because it is little tough meat. Broiler chicken easily you can bulge. But eating a chicken, I don't say is bad, but it's good for health also. That especially the lean meat is good. And once you like the chicken, the chicken dishes, you must eat. But see, this junction, what I like to say, you should not take it to your head all this. நீ சாப்பிட்றோம் ஹாப்பியா சாப்பிட்றோம், அவன் இன்ஜெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கானா இல்லையா, மற்றவங்க சொல்றாங்களா இல்லையா, nothing you should bother that. I'm happily eating. I want a chili chicken, I'm eating chili chicken. I want a chicken curry, I'm eating. I want a chicken biryani, whether it is a broiler or country chicken. I'm not bothered what you say, the injecting, I'm not bothered you say it's bad for health, it will be obesity. No. இன்னைக்கு சாப்பிடணும் நட, எனக்கு சிக்கன் பிரியாணி வேணையா, இன்னைக்கு சில்லி சிக்கன் வேணையா, நான் செஞ்சு சாப்பிட்டாச்சு. I'm not going to eat 1 kg of chicken. Maybe I feel about 5 pieces of chicken. And the pieces are one. Okay? So set your mind.
Okay, sir. Yeah, okay,
Good.
sir.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
Thank you,
We
sir.
have one last question. This is from one Mr. Prabhu, who has asked this question. Do we have any Michelin star restaurants in India? What does Chef Damu think of getting a Michelin star?
Actually, I was supposed to have my own restaurant. Michelin stars only, it's really a pride to have that star. But in Chennai, India, I think in Delhi there might be one. I think where the Gordon Ramsay came, and then he was with the Gunal Kapoor. Actually, there's one restaurant. Chennai is not there. Bangalore. There's Bangalore also not there. Chennai is not there. It is not going to individual. Michelin star is going to go to the restaurants. Suppose I worked in the restaurant. For example, when you go to visit Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, maybe they're having burgers and pizzas. You could say the Michelin stars is there. The Michelin star chef is only for the restaurant, not for the individual. So if the restaurant takes a name, the individual doesn't come to the picture. But still, Michelin star chef Damu, the restaurant is the star chef, yes, star chef. Michelin star, the restaurant takes the name. But still, அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒண்ணு நான் ஆசைப்படலைங்க. மிஸ்டர் சார்லாம் வரணும். எனக்கு என்னன்னா இது போகுதுன்னு தோணுது. இதே நம்ம ஜனங்களுக்கு சர்வீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு மிஸ்லின் சார் வைக்கிறதால எனக்கு யாரும் ஒரு 5000 ரூபாய் கூட கொடுக்க போறது இல்லை. நான் தான் கொடுக்கணும். அது சார் வாங்குறதுக்கு. அதனால தேவை இல்லை. But I'm very comfortable and thanks for all your support what you're doing. That's great.
Good, Chef. Good, Chef. Thank you, Chef. With this, we are coming to all the round of question and answer sessions. Normally we finish it by 1. Today we have extended by another 15 minutes since we had
that's lovely. I didn't see the time.
And thank you for being with us, and wish your good work continues to many more people to the
industry. Thanks to Balaji, thanks to Shankar for both of you for giving the opportunity. I guess you all should do well, and more service to the industry you have to give it, more new equipments you have to give it. So God bless you all. Stay blessed all forever, all the time. God bless you and your family, Shankar and Shankar family. Thank you so much to all of you too, sir.
Thank you all the guests for being
with us. Thank you, Shankar.
Thank you.
Thank you.